My wishes for your happy week ahead. After a long journey of many online classes with various different lessons of various different innovative concepts that have learned in each lesson, we are here today to learn another importance of your life, conservation. Conservation of mankind, conservation of our nation, conservation of our earth, conservation of environment, conservation of our future life. Conservation is preservation, protection or restoration of the natural environment and of wildlife. It is the prevention of wasteful use of a resource. Some like fossil fuels must be preserved, some like nature must be protected, and some like natural resources must be restored. Fossil fuels include petrol, diesel, coal, kerosene, etc. are fuels formed under the earth many million years ago by the special decomposition process of those living organisms which went underneath due to the sudden earthquake, then due to high temperature and high pressure at the depth, they were converted into such fossil fuel. Since nature are exploited by the development of technology, industrialization, urbanization, population explosion and pollution, they should be protected from the above said harmful factors. Natural resources are none other than those that exist without any actions of humankind. Sun, water bodies like sea, ocean or clouds, wind, etc. are few best examples of natural resources. This first lesson is a letter by an Indian Anju from New Delhi to her pen friend Alexandra in Germany for immediate impact. This chapter focuses on the importance of cleanliness and hygiene. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, launched on Gandhi Jayanti in 2014 by the Government of India at Rajghat, pays tribute to the ideals of Gandhiji. The author in this letter says that taking care of small things such as using dustbins, not throwing waste like toffee wrappers, packets and bottles in our daily lives could help avoid many impending diseases. According to her, maintain cleanliness in not only the responsibility of trash collectors but the equal responsibility of each and every person residing at home. Now, let me read the lesson. Kindly listen carefully and whenever you are free, try to read aloud in the presence of your parents and elders, sibling at home. This will enhance your reading skill. Not only that, this may also promote your relationship with others in your family at home. Could you know your status in reading skill by this practice? Haha. Provided this reading practice also initiates your mother to cook something special for you without your expectation and your father to buy something special for you without your expectation. To be frank, as per justice or as per science, if you are expressing your worst performance in reading, the reverse will take place for sure. Okay, take care of yourself, guys. Now, let me read the next para. As usual, without distraction, listen carefully to read the words and sentences expressed by the author there.
Unit 3, Conservation, Lesson 4, A Clean India, A Campaign of Promise. Read this letter written by a participant of the Clean India mission to her pen friend in Germany. 32. Mayur Vihar, Phase 1, New Delhi, 110091. 23rd February 2019. Dear Alexandra, how are you?
My dear students, in this first lesson, be ready to learn new values of life. First, you relearn in this lesson of how to write an informal letter. By this time, you all know that there are basically two types of letter writing, namely formal and informal letter. An informal letter is written to your family members, relatives or friends, whereas formal letter is written formally to other persons like your teacher, principal, government or non-governmental officials, etc. So, as it is given in the intro of this lesson, if you are writing the letter to some friends, first you have to write your address neatly on the left hand side corner of the paper or page. First comes your name with a comma, followed by your door number and street name in the next line. In the third line, you ought to write your nagar area, followed by your state in the fourth line. Don't forget to write your pin code at last. Also, don't forget to draw a comma after each line and a full stop in the last line. This might be simple and seems to be repeated for some who actually listened carefully to Anthony Sir before. But I am repeating this for those who did not listen carefully or missed the letter writing class taught by Sir. Anyhow, my dear guys, even though this part is very simple, I could find some people's making mistakes in exam and thereby in their lives in future, and that made me to repeat. Okay, now from this address you could find that the letter was written from New Delhi on 23rd February 2019. Immediately we must greet them and seek their well-beingness by asking them, how do you do? This is what is found in the intro of this lesson too. So don't forget this. Usually we discuss about the previous letter. Similarly, even in this lesson, we could find our author recalls what Alexandra told about.
In your last letter, you told me about the famous festival Rain in Flamen. That is Rain in Flames. I am sure that the spectacular fireworks display is something that everyone would enjoy, and I hope to see it someday. As you wanted to know about festivals in India, let me tell you that because of India's vastness and diverse culture and traditions, we celebrate many festivals together.
Rain of Flamen is the name of 5 different fireworks displays along the river Rhine in Germany. The displays take place annually at various locations along the river Rhine. Every year between May and September, you can join the spectacular fireworks of Rain in Flames show. Rhine is one of the major European rivers. This river begins in the Swiss canton of Graubünden in the southern East Swiss Alps. Our author Anju in this letter wishes to enjoy the festival celebration someday in Germany. The author also describes that she is also eager to express our national festivals to Alexandra. India. Officially, the Republic of India is a country in South Asia. It is the second most populous country, the seventh largest country by land area, and most populous democracy in the world. India is bounded by the Indian Ocean on the south, the Arabian Sea on the southwest, and the Bay of Bengal on the southeast. It shares land borders with the Pakistan to the west, China, Nepal and Bhutan to the north, and Bangladesh and Myanmar to the east. In the Indian Ocean, India is in the vicinity of Sri Lanka and the Maldives. Its Andaman and Nicobar Islands share a maritime border with Thailand, Myanmar and Indonesia. Our national animal is the magnificent tiger. Our national bird is Indian peacock. Our national flower is lotus. Our national tree is Indian fig tree. The state emblem of India is the national emblem of India. Motto of our nation is Satyameva Jayate. It is a Sanskrit term meaning truth alone triumphs. National anthem is Jana Gana Mana. Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore is the author and composer of our national anthem. Let me display the meaning of our anthem for our knowledge. National song is Vande Mataram. India is a vast country with diverse culture and traditions. Hence, many festivals are celebrated together.
We also celebrate three national festivals: Independence Day, Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti. In my last letter, I wrote about how we celebrate Independence Day and Republic Day. Let me now tell you about Gandhi Jayanti. Every year we celebrate 2nd October as Gandhi Jayanti to commemorate the birth anniversary of the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi.
In this para, our author Anju describes the three national festivals which she has wrote about in her previous letter to Alexandra. Those festivals include Independence Day, Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti. Out of these three national festivals, we are going to learn about Gandhi Jayanti through this letter. Through overwhelming military strength, the East India Company fought and annexed local kingdoms and established themselves as the dominant force by the 18th century. Following the Indian rebellions of 1857, the Government of India Act 1858 led the British Crown to assume direct control of India. Millions of Indians, irrespective of caste and religions, sacrificed their lives boldly in our freedom fight. After several struggles under the leadership of many freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi, Shahid Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Mangal Pandey, Lala Lajpat Rai, Sarojini Naidu, Dadabhai Nauroji, Mahakavi Subramania Bharatiyar, Veeramangai Velunachiyar, Veerapandiya Kattabomman, V.O. Sidambaram Pillai, etc. and many more were attained freedom from the United Kingdom on 15th August 1947. Republic Day is a day marked and celebrated by our nation for the commemoration of Constitution of India that came into effect on 26 January 1950 to a fully sovereign Commonwealth Republic with the President of the India as a nominal head of the Indian Union.
Gandhiji was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar of Gujarat. Many years later, Gandhiji went on to become one of the most prominent leaders of our country. He helped us gain independence from the British. Gandhi Jayanti is marked by prayer services and paying tributes to Gandhiji, especially at Rajghat Gandhiji Memorial in New Delhi.
Mahatma Gandhiji, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist and a political ethicist, employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India independence from British rule and in turn inspired movement for civil rights and freedom across the world. The honorific Mahatma, that is great soul in Sanskrit, was first applied to him in 1914 in South Africa and is now used throughout the world. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. Many years later, he became one of the most prominent leaders of our country. After severe freedom struggle for the nation, he succeeded in attaining it and at last was assassinated. He died on 30th January 1948. Gandhi Jayanti is an event celebrated in India to mark the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi. It is celebrated annually on 2nd October and it is one of the 3 national holidays of India. The UN General Assembly announced on 15th June 2007 that it adopted a resolution which declared that 2nd October will be celebrated as the International Day of Non-Violence. This is a great fame to our nation. On this special day, prayer services and tributes were paid to our great leader Mahatma Gandhiji, especially at Rajghat, that is in Gandhiji Memorial, New Delhi.
In 2014, we celebrated Gandhi Jayanti in a unique way. That year, on 2nd October, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Clean India Mission was launched at Rajghat by the Government of India, keeping the Gandhian ideology in mind. Gandhiji believed that it was of utmost importance to maintain cleanliness and hygiene and that each person was equally responsible for maintaining cleanliness at home and of the city at large.
On 2nd October 2014, Gandhi Jayanti was celebrated in a unique way. That is, on the day Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which means Clean India Mission, was launched at Rajghat by the Government of India. This is to celebrate Gandhian ideology. Gandhiji believed strongly that it is not only the duty of the government or trash collectors to maintain cleanliness and hygiene, but it is also the equal responsibility of each and every citizen to maintain cleanliness at home and on the city at large. Okay students, with these few paragraphs, let me end this today's section. Let us continue the remaining lesson tomorrow. Today's assignment. Write a few lines about Mahatma Gandhiji. Thank you. God bless you.